so here we go. This is gonna be pretty cool, pretty easy. I haven't seen this one yet. This is the brand new color that they're gonna be releasing very soon. So if you guys are interested and still haven't purchased a scuff, an optic scuff, you guys are gonna be getting a chance and opportunity to see the beginning part. So anyway, right off the bat, we're gonna see obviously the scuff key. Let me zoom in here for you guys so you guys can take a closer look. So this is the scuff key. This is what you guys are used to seeing when you guys are obviously, you know, adjusting all the paddles, adjusting your hair triggers, etc. Another thing that you guys are going to be familiar with is this, and I'm going to be going a little bit more in depth with this in a little bit as soon as I find the focus area right there. And this is the EMR key. Okay, it's the electromagnetic remapping key. So I'll go over that in a little bit, but I'm just showing you guys what this comes with, and then we'll go into detail and into specific you know, features for this controller as we go along with it. All right, so right here, let me flip this over. There you have it. So this is brand new. This is a controller that I have not seen yet. This is everything about this is completely new. As you guys know, I use the regular controller, the regular scuff, or the scuff one. Where this is the current scuff that I'm going to be using. So originally, although we did enjoy the fact that it said optic scuff right in the middle, I asked if we could please remove those due to the fact that, you know, it doesn't offer anything really. It's just a title that we decided to take out. But this is the current scuff that I'm using, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about these paddles in a little bit. But again, I wanted to give you guys a full informational video of all the features that we're going to be featuring in this video. Obviously, we're going to be talking about the scuff grip. We're going to be talking about the new sidewinder paddles, which are, I'll explain in a little bit, and this disc a little bit more into detail. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit more of the aesthetic feel to this and the look of the new optic scuff one. Now, as you guys remember, this is very closely resemblant to the one that we originally had, which was the original Xbox 360 scuff. The colors are going back to the basics, except for a couple of new features. Obviously, the controller changes, so features change. All right, so let's get into a little bit more of an actual review of all the features, and then we'll go from there. And all right, in order to begin, I guess that the most important change that you guys are going to notice is going to be the new sidewinding paddles, which are they're meant to contour and to make up for the new increased depth that you've seen in the new Xbox One controller. As you can see here, as I'm going to show you, there's two different things that you guys want to be paying attention to. Okay, and I'll show you guys that right now. 2 seconds. All right. The new paddles, as you guys are going to see here, they're a little bit wider than these old hybrid ones are. So the original paddles that Scuff released were really long, really skinny, and they fit perfectly for this type of controller because the contour of the controller and the depth of the controller wasn't as deep as the new Xbox One controller, as you're going to see here. So the main thing is that they're angled at 30 degrees, right? So to make up for the fact that obviously this portion of the controller is now deeper than it once was on the Xbox 360 controller. You can totally tell the difference in depth, so how deep the grooves actually go in this controller. And as I get a little closer here, you're gonna start to see a little bit more detail on the paddles as I get closer and as I focus. Right there, you can tell that they're a little thicker in width. So from here to this side, it's a lot thicker than it was. The original paddles were this thin all the way through. These are now angled at a 30 degree, as you see there. They're not directly lying flat on the controller, which is something obviously that always helps due to the fact that you are now going to be able to hold your controller in the same manner, and then you're just going to be able to press it a lot easier. I'm not saying that it wasn't easy already, but this just makes it a lot more comfortable, and it makes it it just makes more sense to have different paddles for a different controller. And a cool thing about this, guys, and a cool thing about these paddles that are now available is that if you have ever placed an order with Scuff, right, whether you ask for an upgrade or not, they sent this out on their own dime without you even asking for them. They're not, if you have already purchased one, I guess the official statement was that since that these paddles weren't ready to be released at the same time that the X1 Scuff or the Scuff X1, they decided that, you know what, at no cost to you, no extra charge, they're gonna send these out. So I don't remember the exact amount that they spent, but they spent a lot of money in just shipping these out to all the people that had once ordered a Scuff controller. So that's amazing, and that's why I really enjoy Scuff Gaming as a company. They're yes, they're a business, but they're not gonna try to just gyp you and try to make you buy extra stuff just so you can have so they can make a little bit more money. They sent all these paddles out to everybody who has ever purchased a Scuff One controller. So that's actually my most favorite part of the review is actually the paddles, because these things do actually make a huge difference, and that's again what continues to make Scuff the only option, in my opinion, for when it comes to paddles on the back and allowing ergonomic positioning of your fingers in that. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is this weird little disc. What does it do, and how can we utilize it? Why is it there? It doesn't make sense to have it. Let's take a look. All right, so this disc, obviously, Scuff understands that not everybody only plays at Call of Duty. They play other games, including the Street Fighter games, all the fighting games that make you use, or not, they don't make you, but this is the main thing that you have always used, right? The D-pad. But this disc, which is removable, as you guys just saw, what you do is you just line it up. There's 4 little male sticks or male parts of this disc that attach to the holes in your D-pad. So it's pretty much as easy as lining it up. I try to do this with the camera in front of me and trying to keep the S in the front, and there you have it. So this is pretty much exactly what you think it is, right? It allows you to be more accurate with the way that you push your D-pad. It makes it a lot easier. Sometimes, I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but I did a video where I record my hand movements as I'm playing Call of Duty, and one of the things that I noticed is that I use my right thumb to press this one, and obviously that sometimes I in the middle of a battle, in the heat of the moment, I usually just keep my thumb on here and then just press this button like this. So this makes it a lot easier for me to do that, and obviously it doesn't happen that often, but when I do, it's that. And if you guys don't like it, guess what? It's removable. You're all good to go. Simple, regular controller. All right, and the next thing that I want to show you guys is the EMR and the use of the new Scuff key. As you guys will see here, what you do in order to be able to remap your controller, what you do is you put the EMR key, which is electromagnetic, obviously, so it's gonna attach to that because it's magnetic. There it is. It attaches pretty simple. So now that this key is here, now that it's in position, and obviously it doesn't fall off because it's magnetically attached to it, now you can remap your controllers, right? You can pretty much remap whatever you want. There are people that use the 4 paddles. I know Diesel at one point used it, but for me, my brain still doesn't comprehend it. Would I like to be able to use all 4 paddles? Yes, because I think that it'll give you more control. All right, so pretty much what you do is you attach this key to the back as such, and now that it's glued, or now that it's this magnetic attached, now you can choose whatever functionality you want out of these buttons to be now remapped to one of the paddles that you have in the back. I know that a lot of you use all 4 paddles. If you do, props to you. I wish I could do it. I can't, but maybe one weekend I'll take the time and just do it as I'm playing some pubs. But there you have it. Now, the last and final thing that I want to show you guys about this controller before I go on to the giveaway is obviously going to be the Scuff Pro Grip. So let's get to that. And the next feature is obviously going to be the Scuff Grip. As you guys can see in the back, it has what is called the Scuff Grip. It is a military grade finish. This portion of the handle has a multi-texture, obviously with the Scuff S in the middle or all across it. It obviously helps with the anti-sweating and all that stuff, so that's always good. With every controller comes this little key, right? With this key, and this is going to lead me to my next feature. And as I struggle here to do it because I'm in front of the camera, let me get around it. Oopsie. If I get in front of it, all right. So what you do is you push down the trigger, and then you put in the key. and then you have it. 1, 2, 3, and it comes off. So one of the features that you're gonna notice now in the back of the controller, right, now that I've removed the scuff grip, is the fact that where's the trigger stop, right? Obviously on the 360 you saw it clearly right here, and you just have to take your key, you put it to there, you adjust it, and at times it got in the way, right? It was a trigger stop, and obviously sometimes you would run your finger, graze your finger through it, it'd cause calluses, etc. So now they patented this new technology where they are able to do it on the inside through this little tiny little hole. So now all you have to do is remove your casing, your scuff grip, do the change to whatever fits you the best, whatever trigger stop comfort fits you the best, and then you are good to go. And as simple as it was to take off, guys, it's even simpler to put on. And I'm sure that in the future they're gonna be coming up with different options for this, different colors, if they're not already available. But as you saw there, seamless. It was that easy to put it back on there. And as you see here, as I focus again, you see here that it's back to normal. There's nothing there, and it's obviously for the same side. For the opposite side, it's the same thing. You squeeze the trigger, you put in your wedge, you're done, you take it out, and you're good to go. Now, one thing that you guys may not know, and this is all preference, right? As you guys know, I'm on the older side of gaming. I keep my triggers on the same height as you guys will see, right? This is the Xbox One joystick, but you have different options, right? You have the option of getting a scuff grip dome stick, all right, on either one of these, or obviously it's your preference, but you also have the new option of requesting your sticks to be a certain size. It could be the standard length. It could be a little bit higher, or it could be really high. So for all of you who were used to using Control Freaks, now they can just be a part of your game as it is right now. You can order a taller joystick on either one of these, and then you'll be good to go. And that's going to conclude my review of the Optic Scuff 1. Again, I'd like to thank Scuff for supporting Optic for so long, and obviously for making a product that truly does help and improve your game. I've said it many times that it is a lot easier for somebody like me to press jump down here than it is to take my thumb off of here, press it here, and do this little trick that I used to do my strafe jump. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, any more information, you guys can visit the link in the description. As always, if you guys do buy an Optic Scuff 1 or any other scuff that like a blue one, there's obviously the Stealth. There's even a scuff where if you hold your hand on here, the heat of it is gonna make an image appear under the controller. So if you guys are interested in any of that or any of those informations, please be sure to check the description link, and I'm gonna obviously put it on the first line. And always remember that if you want to purchase a Scuff controller, use any of our codes. You can use code OPTIC, you can use code SCUMPY, Big Timer, or Big T, I believe it is, Nate Shot, Clayster, Embos, etc., etc., etc. The list goes on and on and on. Midnight Jewel, etc. So yeah, so you guys can get a nice little discount, and you guys can be a good pals and support Optic the way that you guys have, and obviously with this time, obviously using the code to purchase it. But overall, I'm extremely excited. I'm extremely excited about the new colors. I do like it. I do like the fact that we went back to our original roots with Scuff, which was an all black controller with green buttons. I love the iteration of the fully green plated controller with black buttons, so I'm gonna have that as my backup. And I'm obviously gonna take a couple of these to events in case one of the guys breaks theirs. But yeah, that's gonna conclude. Again, guys, if you guys have any questions, please be sure to leave them in the description. And now, let's get on to the giveaway from the original review that I did. All right, guys, as I promised when I first did the first review that I was gonna give away an Optic Scuff 1, I just picked the winner, and the winner is Program Edits, who apparently has been a fan of Optic since Modern Warfare 3. Where were you during Call of Duty 2, pal? How about Modern Warfare 2? How about Call of Duty 4? How about World at War? Anyway, it doesn't matter. The fact is that you joined the green wall, and as such, you are going to be rewarded with an Optic Scuff 1. And I hope you enjoy it. When you do get it, man, I ask that you please make a video about it, because every time we give something away, I always ask that you give something back by making a video about it. You know, we want to show two things, right? That you enjoy it, and the third, that we do send out winner prizes to whoever wins it. So, but yeah, that's gonna be that, guys. If you guys have any questions about the Optic Scuff 1, as I mentioned, please leave them in the description below. You know what? Why don't we give another controller away? What I'm gonna ask you to do right now, I'm gonna give you, so I have two controllers now. I have this Optic Stuff one, which is the all green one, and obviously the new one, the new black one that I just got. So I'm gonna sign this one, and I'm gonna have the rest of the guys at the Optic House sign it. Obviously Scumpy's gonna be missing, and Killa, Miracles, Ricky, they're all not gonna be on here, but that should be your quest. That should be your quest for you to hold on to that controller and then, you know, go to an event and hopefully get all of the Optic members on here. Jewel, Midnight, Predator, if you can find him, D-Treats, if you can find him. If you find him, I'll give you 5 controllers. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so what I need you to do is, I need you to be a supporter, leave a like on the video, and also leave your Twitter handle in the description below. Obviously, be sure to be following me, because if I send you a message, you know what I'm saying, you can't win because I can't send you a message, and I don't want to use the YouTube messaging system because I never check it, so it'd be hard for me to do that. So like, Twitter handle, comment. I'll pick a winner at random. Let's say I'll pick it on Tuesday next week. What's today? Thursday? Oh, I'll pick it on Wednesday next week before we go to the X Games, all right? Yeah, that's gonna be that, guys. Until next time, as always, this has been HECZ. I'm out. Peace.